Before the fame, before the $8 billion box office haul, before the franchise that cemented him as one of Hollywood's most reliable action stars, he was just a teenage boy on a cold London street corner selling fake perfume to survive. Not as a joke, not as a dare, but simply to eat. His name was Jason Statham. No mentor, no lucky break, no scholarship saved him. What he had was grit, endurance, and a body forged in hardship. Survival was the first performance, the street his earliest stage, and humiliation a constant companion. Childhood in London, born on July 26, 1967, in Shirebrook, England, Jason Statham grew up in a house where money was a stranger. His mother, Eileen, was a dancer, and his father, Barry, sold whatever he could find: watches, jewelry, and perfumes that often broke or lost value immediately. There was no safety net, only survival. By age 14, Jason was working beside his father, learning how to read faces, perform for strangers, and hustle with charm. Every coin counted, every interaction mattered. This environment taught him instincts, resilience, and an understanding of human behavior that would serve him far beyond the streets. Finding discipline in martial arts. Amid hardship, Jason discovered martial arts. After long days on the streets, he trained relentlessly in kung fu, karate, and kickboxing. The dojo offered something the streets never could: structure, fairness, and clear rules. Pain was measured, effort was rewarded, and discipline became a refuge. Precision, repetition, and endurance were drilled into him daily. These lessons did more than strengthen his body. They strengthened his mind. They cultivated patience, resilience, and focus. Martial arts offered him a sense of control he had never known, showing that effort, not circumstance, determined the outcome. The dive into a dream. At 15, Jason stumbled into diving and discovered a second passion. He had an innate grace in the air and a fearlessness few could match. Joining the British National Diving Squad, he trained relentlessly, morning and night, perfecting rotations and studying his body in flight. Competing at the 1990 Commonwealth Games and the 1992 World Championships, he came agonizingly close to Olympic glory, but never quite reached the podium. 12 years of dedication, sacrifice, and pain ended without the ultimate reward. Yet the lessons he learned, the precision, the courage, the calm under pressure, would later become life-saving. A career on the edge. After failing to qualify for the Olympics, Jason returned to what he knew best: survival on the streets. Selling counterfeit goods alongside his father was not shame, but a reality he had mastered. The hustle honed his instincts, stamina, and performance skills. This period, unremarkable to the casual observer, prepared him for the unforeseen, the transition from athlete to model, and eventually to action star. His body, trained to perfection and accustomed to discipline, caught the eye of sports promotions, and soon he found himself in campaigns for Tommy Hilfiger, Levi's, and French Connection, bridging the gap between necessity and opportunity. From model to movie star, modeling opened a door Jason had never imagined. Billboards in London displayed his sharp, angular features, his movements precise and confident. Yet at night, he was still the same boy from the streets, selling, hustling, surviving. This authenticity became his secret weapon. Talent scouts and directors sensed it. In 1998, he entered Hollywood, not with a script in hand, but with grit, fearlessness, and a body honed for action. His first roles required more than acting. They demanded physicality, toughness, and endurance, qualities the streets and sports had drilled into him for years. the Black Sea Challenge. On the set of a major action film, Jason faced one of the most dangerous moments of his career. Trapped inside a sinking truck 60 feet underwater in the Black Sea, he confronted total darkness and the very real possibility of death. Every lesson from his diving years, holding his breath, controlling panic, trusting his instincts, became a matter of survival. Witnesses, including crew members, feared the worst. Yet he emerged unscathed, changed but unbroken. Without hesitation, he climbed out, changed, and got back into action. It was a defining moment, showing that his preparation and resilience were more than professional. They were life-saving. Overcoming personal loss. Success in Hollywood did not erase the personal battles Jason had faced. Years of intense work, long absences, and physical pain took a toll on relationships. He experienced the loss of love and the challenge of maintaining connection while building a career. Yet he learned to transform this pain into purpose. Every failure, heartbreak, and setback became fuel, shaping the man he would become on and off the screen. He understood that endurance was not just about surviving the streets or stunts, but about navigating the complexities of life and relationships with integrity and persistence. Building a legacy. Jason Statham's career exploded. Films like The Transporter, Crank, Hobbs and Shaw, and The Meg brought him international recognition, earning millions and grossing billions worldwide. His $8 billion box office record is a testament to consistency, preparation, and relentless work ethic. Beyond the money and fame, Jason invests in the people around him, advocating for stunt performers, supporting children's charities, and maintaining rigorous training routines. He remains disciplined, not for vanity, but because the skills he honed when nothing else was certain continue to define his survival and success. Love and family. In 2010, Jason met Rosie Huntington Whiteley. Unlike the streets or the set, this relationship required no performance. She loved him not as an action star, but as the boy who had survived hunger and hardship. They married in 2016, and together they have 2 children, Jack Oscar and Isabella. Parenthood introduced new challenges and joys, teaching Jason lessons in presence, patience, and love that no fight scene or stunt could replicate. His family became a source of grounding, proof that the man who had built an empire from struggle could also nurture, protect, and be fully present in quiet moments. Discipline as a lifelong commitment. Even as fame grew, Jason maintained the discipline that saved him. Training 6 days a week, he honors the lessons of his past, that endurance, focus, and perseverance outlast talent alone. He views trophies and applause as temporary, but the lessons of hardship are permanent. From street corners to diving platforms to Hollywood stunts, every challenge reinforced resilience. His life is a testament to transformation. The boy who could not afford dreams became a man whose skills, honed under pressure and failure, created both survival and triumph. A story of transformation. Jason Statham's story is not about luck, talent, or opportunity. It is about transformation. The Olympic podium he never reached became the global stage where $8 billion proved his worth. The diving career that ended in disappointment saved his life under impossible conditions. The poverty that shaped him became the fire that fueled him. Jason Statham reminds us that even when dreams fail, when life closes doors, the skills, discipline, and resilience built along the way are the keys to survival, success, and fulfillment. His journey is proof that endurance shapes destiny. Keep diving. From the streets of Shirebrook to the depths of the Black Sea to the heights of Hollywood, Jason Statham embodies resilience. He shows that the skill that feels like failure can become the force that saves you. Every struggle, every setback, and every sacrifice has value. His life is a call to keep moving, to persevere, and to trust in the lessons learned through hardship. Even when the surface seems far, even when the water is dark, Jason's journey reminds us to keep diving, because sometimes survival, triumph, and transformation lie just beyond fear.